Hey, we're Saints. Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to our Crucifixional live stream. Father Chris here. Glad to have you beautiful people in with us. Love spending time with you. You know, if you look around, the way you interact with other people in service industries, on television, sports programs, maybe you're in your children's school, or if you're a student in your school, you know, the way people are putting things together, just all of it around, you might come to the conclusion that there's a lot of mediocrity out there. In fact, I think we're living in a sea of mediocrity. People don't do things with great care, with great urgency, with great passion, with great refinement. People do things half-ass anymore. Forgive me for saying those words, but I just said it. It's like a thing. It's out there. You know it, you feel it, you sense it. And part of the problem is the world's message is telling us, take it easy. Don't work hard. Get free money. Have people do things for you. Be comfortable. You do you. And the truth of the matter is, we were made for greater. We were made by God to be something greater, much greater than we currently are contributing right now. Many of us, at least, as many of us are contributing. We were made to be, look, I'm going to sound silly and cheesy, but I'm going to say it because it's from my heart. We were made to be awesome. Right? That's how God made us. If you listen to this beautiful text from 1 John chapter 4. So in this, he's talking about the Antichrist and things that lead people astray. But we're going to spend some time this week. Greg and I are going to teach about this because it's so cool. Just listen to these words. I'm going to read to you from 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are of God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world. Now, please don't think that John is talking about spirits that float around like ghosts. This is not what he's talking about, right? He's not saying that you need to go and talk to the spirits and have a seance and use a Ouija board. That's not what he's saying, right? The spirits of the world, the things that you see out there, what is being put forth, right? And many of them are false, and they're going out across the world. By this you know that the Spirit of God, right now he's talking about the Holy Spirit. Every spirit which confesses that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is of God. Okay. Awesome. Great statement. Everyone that confesses Jesus in the flesh is, every spirit, we know that this spirit is of God. Because Christ in the flesh, that's the message of God. Now, it's more than just the incarnation. It's talking about the Christ-like life, what we call being crucifixional, Jesus Christ in the flesh. But suffice it to say, if somebody's talking about Christ and saying that that's the Son of God, all right, now you know we're on to something for greater. And every spirit, verse 3, which does not confess Jesus is not of God, right? So anybody who's telling you contra, obviously. And then, this is the spirit of the Antichrist, of which you heard that it was coming, and now it is in the world already. Now here goes verse 4. This is great stuff. So you've got this message, look, the teaching of the gospel of Christ. If someone confesses that, they're of God. If they don't, if they are not preaching the crucifixional life, they're of the Antichrist, right? It's like strong words. Don't think of the Antichrist as some little guy in a red suit, pitchforks and horns. Nah, that's not what he's saying. He's just saying it is antichristu, against the Christ, against God. And then comes verse 4. These spirits that are out there. He says, little children, you are of God and have overcome them. You're of God and have overcome them. For he who is in you, meaning Christ our God, is greater than he who is in the world. So awesome. It's telling us that the Christ message, the crucifixional life, is greater than anything of the world, right? If you want to step out of the sea of mediocrity and really fulfill your purpose, be made for greater, the way that you were put in place, put in position to be greater, it's simple. You've got to live a Christ-like life. That's it. You got to be crucifixional. And I don't even think about that I don't want you to think of it as spiritual. I'm not interested in you being spiritual. I don't even know what that means. I want you to be Christ-like, right? In all parts of your life, so that you don't compartmentalize your work life, your home life, your family life, your spiritual life. I don't want to have a bunch of lives. You have one life. Live it Christ-like manner. Then someone else will say you were spiritual. Let them define you. You live a Christ-like life, right? Because what is in you is greater than what is out there in the world. Now, let's wrap it all up as we conclude today. What do you mean by that, Father Chris? Here's what I mean. The world's telling you to go easy, go soft, be comfortable, take it easy, you do you, right? What does that get you? Mediocrity. The Christ-like way, the way of the cross, a crucifixional life, is telling you, bro, it's hard. You're going to suffer. You're going to sweat. You're going to bleed. You're going to have to sacrifice things you want to get what you want. And ultimately, you may even die, i.e. Christ on the cross. I mean, literally, God forbid, but I mean, that's a real possibility. But if you do that and you live your life this way, greatness is out there. That's what he's telling you, right? So, I mean, it's a pretty clear message. Soft, pansified worldview gets you mediocrity. Greatness only comes from and through a Christ-like life. That's it. So the challenge is then for you to live a crucifixional life. That's the message. That's what we're going to be banging out there all week long, is do things the way Christ did them. Sacrifice of self for sake of other. We will guide you and help you through that, because we're doing it ourselves. I mean, I'm struggling, Greg's struggling, our whole team's struggling every single day. Visit us at warriorsaints.org and join us as we are doing that very thing by living a crucifixional life. We have a bunch of offerings there. Get it. Get on the way with us. We love you, beautiful people. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't do it easy. Do it right. Love you. Till tomorrow. Keep walking on the way of the warrior saint.